Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Akim Abiodun, and in today's video we will be talking about three different functions in Microsoft Excel, so which are the days, network days, and networkdays.intl. So those are the three things we'll be talking about. I'll have to be explaining it one after the other. Let's start from the days. The days function in Excel is used to calculate the number of days between two dates. Basically, if you have two dates, what you just want to know, you want to know the number of days between two days. How many days do we have between the start date and the end date? So it is simple and effective for determining the difference in days regardless of the order of the dates. This function is particularly useful in a time-based calculation. So basically we use it for time series to know the number. For instance, if you have the production day and the expiry date, now you want to know the difference. How many days do you have between the production and the expiry date? Let's move forward to the next thing before we go into the practical section. Network day. Network day. The network days function in Excel is used to calculate the number of working days. Now, this days function will just give you the difference between two dates, right? Just number of days between two dates. This is not excluding any weekends or any holiday, but in network day, this will exclude weekend and specify holiday. What it's going to do is it's going to automatically remove the weekend, which are Saturdays and Sunday, and you can also specify the holidays. So you have the power to specify the holiday. So within 2 days, within 2 dates, you can specify the holidays. So let's say in 6 months now, you have the start dates in January and the end date around June. You can specify the holidays, and automatically network days will remove the weekend. It is particularly used for project management, payroll calculation, and scenarios where only business days matter. Basically, this work with just business day, working days from Monday to Friday. Now the last one is NETWORKDAYS.INTL. NETWORKDAYS.INTL. The NETWORKDAYS.INTL is similar to the normal network dates, but the difference is the network day you will have the power to choose your weekend. Basically, we have some organizations that work from Monday to Saturday, right? So if you want, in a situation whereby you want 6 working days, then you'll get to use NETWORKDAYS.INTL. The NETWORKDAYS.INTL function in Excel is an advanced function of network days function. So it calculates the number of working days between two dates, excluding weekend and holiday, with the added flexibility of defining custom weekend days. So if you want your weekends to be Sunday, if you want your weekends to be Friday, if you want your weekends to be any day, you have the flexibility to do that. Now let's go into the practical section and play with those formulas. Now as you can see right here, you can see I have just the date and end date. Basically, I'll just say this is the start date and this is the end date. Now, for me to generate let me just scroll up a bit. I want to know the number of days between these two dates, which is the start date and the end date. So here I'll just type in number, let's call it number, let's say number of days. So how many days do we have between these two dates? How many days? So here now just use the normal days function, because currently now we are not considering the weekend, and we are not considering any holiday. So here I have the start date and I have the end date. I want to know the number of days that we have in between the two. I'll just say equals to, just like I always say, if you want to start any formula in Excel, if you want to do any calculation in Excel, you have to always start with equals to. Equals to days, and days will take the end date and the start date. The end date and the start date. Here is the end date and here is the start date. So this is the start date, this is the end date. So basically, let's say this is the production day. So this is the start date, this day that a particular product was produced, and this is when it's going to expire. This is the start date, this is the end date. If you are dealing with date, you have to start with the end date and put in your start date. So I'll close my bracket and press enter, and now this one will tell me that you have 181 days. So if I have to copy it down, it's going to tell me 181 days. Basically, because the formula I use here is E days, I just get 6 months. Let's move forward to network day. Here I'll just type in network day, just the name of the formula, network days. Now to calculate network day, remember I said network day will give you the difference between two dates with an exception of the weekend. Network day will give you the difference between two dates excluding the weekends. Now remember, days does not exclude weekend, but network day will exclude the weekend. It's going to exclude the weekend. I'll say equals to network day, and if you check, I have network days and I have NETWORKDAYS.INTL, and if you can see my screen very well, it says return the number of days of a whole work, return the number of all work days between two dates. So basically, this is going to remove the weekends. So I'll select that. Here I have the start date and I have the end date. Notice something, days start with the end date, right? But here you have the start date. So the start date will go first. So here is start date, then the end date, here is the end date. Now if you have any holiday, you can just select the holiday. So basically for now, I'll just assume I don't have any holidays. So I'll just close my bracket and press enter, and now you can see the difference. This is giving us 181 days, whereby network day is giving us 130 days, because this is excluding the weekend, whereby this includes the weekend. It includes the weekend. So here, let me just type it. It's excluding the weekend. So here, excluding the weekends. So this one will exclude the weekend, whereby days will not exclude the weekend. It will not exclude the weekend. Now to the last one, which is network days. NETWORKDAYS.INTL. NETWORKDAYS.INTL. Remember, I said you will have the power to be able to choose your weekend in a situation whereby your organization works for 6 days, just like a delivery company, right? If you work for 6 days, Monday to Saturday, you want to exclude Sunday from your calculation, right? So you can use NETWORKDAY.INTL. It's kind of very simple too. I just say equals to NETWORKDAY.INTL. Start date, here is my start date. End date, here is my end date. Now it's going to give me a whole lot of options to be able to choose my weekends. So is this Saturday or Sunday, Sunday and Monday, Monday and Tuesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday and Friday, Friday and Saturday, Sunday only, Monday only. So you get to choose your weekend right here. You get to choose your weekend right here. So for now, I'm just going to go with only Sunday. I'll just go with only Sunday, then choose Sunday. And if you want to pass in your holiday, you can pass in holidays right here. All I'll just do is close my bracket and press enter, and now you can see the difference. This does not exclude the weekend, which is just the normal days. Network days exclude Saturdays and Sunday. Networkdays.INTL give you the power to exclude either Saturday and Sunday, or you just want to choose one day. You just want to choose one day. So this one gives you the power to do that. Networkday.INTL. I hope you've been able to learn something in today's video. I'm going to see you in my next video. Feel free to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can share it with your friend. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day ahead.